Yo, Rain, what is up, my brother? What is up? I'm just seeing if there's anyone wants to have a conversation, debate, whatever, uh, on these prompts. Just a short stream, probably a short stream. What's up, everyone? What is up, everyone? If anyone wants to have a debate / conversation, I'm always down for it. These are just prompts, some hopefully interesting debate topics or prompts that we might have a good back and forth conversation on. Respectful conversation, right? I'm respectful. So if you guys want to have a conversation, I'm down. Yes, number 5. I think it's a good. Definitely a good topic. What's your thoughts on it? What would you say would be worse? What would you say would be worse, my brother? Really? You think an absent father would be worse? I'm gonna have to disagree with you, my brother. Because here's my thing, okay? So let's do it. Let's do this. So an absent father, okay? I'm not saying none of these are like, I'm not saying that any one of these are not bad. An absent father is bad, but you have to think, right? A mother that is terrible in your life, well, that will be a constant terror. So you also think about this. Why do a lot of the statistics, a lot of stats show that, mothers are more dangerous to children? It's because of, one, I think mothers can be more, like, they're always in their children's life, right? Abuse is more, could be more rampant. The chance to introduce a terrible man into a child's life. Plus, again, like I said, she could treat a child terribly. I mean, an absent father, yes, not there, but again, he's not there. So he's not there to continuously inflict any kind of harm, because that's also shows single father household have great success. Yes, but that's because a single father is being there, right? The father is there. I'm saying what's worse, right? What's worse for a child? What's worse for a child? To be honest, it's a terrible mother. Now, if the father's there, great. But that's not the thing. That's not what we're talking about. I think a terrible mother that's constantly, in your life 24/7, she's gonna bring hell into your life. She's gonna bring chaos. An absent father leaves a hole in your life, but let me grab a water and I'll hop on. No, I can't. This is not a this ain't a whatchamacallit. It's not a stream people can jump on, which is kind of bad. I don't know why YouTube does that. YouTube doesn't let you. This is on my mobile phone, right? This is on my phone, so we can only chat through the through YouTube. You know, I may make a yeah. I'll definitely. You know what? I'll definitely make some questions up, right? I'll pick some questions we have. I think it'll be fun. For Wednesdays, right? I have a panel show on Wednesday. Maybe I'll do one later on. I don't know. Maybe not later on today, but I'll definitely Wednesday. I'll have some more debate topics we could do for Wednesday's show. True, I agree. I mean, a good father's presence would definitely even it out. But again, you know, if he's not there, I still think a terrible mother would be worse. I still think a terrible mother would be worse. Because she's a constant, right? A terrible mother would be a constant in a child's life. A father is not necessarily a physical constant, right? Not necessarily a physical constant. So that's where I think about it. Without father, no masculine role model. He's learning emotional maturity through the woman. I agree. But let me say this, right? Without the father there, definitely it would be a detriment to the child. Okay, I 100% agree. I also believe that, you know, boys can also learn throughout life, right? Hardships, what it is to be a man. I mean, it'll be a longer painful journey, right? But young boys can learn masculinity through life. Uh, but a terrible constant mother, you know, it will definitely deter that. Okay. So if I say if there was an absent father, but a good mother, okay, if there was an absent father but a good mother, he could still learn through life masculinity. MR, what's up? What's up? Number 1, you say yes. Number 2, you say no. Number 3, you say yes. Number 4, you don't know. Number 5, both. Number 5, you gotta pick. You gotta pick what's worse, right? If you gun to your head, what's worse? All right, what would you say it's worse? So number 2, you say no. In my opinion, okay, I do think we gotta bring back corporal discipline, right? I think we do. Because I feel like, in my opinion, okay, now, like I said, there's a difference between there's a difference between you know, discipline and abuse. Okay, I'm not talking about abuse. I'm talking about discipline. I think parents should have corporal discipline in the back of their pockets. Now, I'm not saying for them to automatically use it. I'm saying have in the back of the pocket, because we're seeing, like, just recently, right? The New Year's, I think it was in Chicago, right? I think it was in Chicago. Was it? I think it's in Chicago. Okay. New Year's, whole bunch of kids just destroyed. I believe it was Chicago. Okay, whole bunch of kids destroyed Chicago. These kids do not fear nobody. They don't fear their parents. They don't fear authority. They fear nobody, and that's because they grew up, without no fear. Parents don't teach fear and respect into these kids. So I think corporal punishment should be in the back of your pocket. What are kids going to fear? Wow, you take their phone away? Oh my God, you take their iPad away? Oh my God, you send them to their room? Oh my God, that's terrible. I don't think so. 4 is a mixed bag, because I think we should teach them to fear consequences, but not the presents. What do you mean not the presents? And fear is what I'm talking about, right? Fear is part of the consequences. So let's say corporal punishment. If a child fears corporal punishment, he fears the consequences, right? He fears the consequences, right? He fears the consequences that may come from his actions, right? That may come from his actions. The paternal presence. Well, this is a thing where you got to, I get that, right? I understand that. You have to, again, be a good parent. Love your child, right? Love your child, nurture your children. And that's the thing. You gotta, I'm not saying that, like, because that's why I said there's a difference between abuse and, discipline. Because there are more abusive fathers, it probably be the mother, because the mother keeps the sanity. And that's the, that's the thing. Okay, I don't think that there are more abusive fathers, but I do think that, in parenting there should be Jeremiah, what is up, my brother? In parenting, I think this is why it's important to have a 2-parent household, right? You need a good cop, bad cop. The father would discipline, the mother would be the nurturer, right? The mothers would be the ones to, coddle the kid, right? Will be the ones to, put band-aids on the boo-boos, while the father, teaches the kids, fear and respect. Well, it can be both, right? Okay, it can be both. I want the child to fear letting me down more than I want them to fear me being in the room. My thing is that children can fear both. What's up, Jeremiah? Thank you for being here. Again, this is probably going to be a short stream, just to see if anyone wants to have a chat and stuff. I'm definitely going to do Wednesdays. Definitely going to be a call-in show where I'll have a bunch of topics, right? We'll have a bunch of topics we could pick from and we could talk about. But yeah, I mean, I think it doesn't necessarily, the fear of letting you down doesn't necessarily have to be separated, right? Brent, what's up, my brother? Yes, Happy New Year's to everyone. Interesting. So, MR said, should we add the 1980s laws back? Like, what laws in particular? Okay, what laws in particular? Please give me some laws you were thinking about. I can't really, I don't know any particular laws from the 1980s. Should we add I don't get it. The 19. Yeah. Do you mean anything? Do you have any examples? I mean, the 1890s? Should we add laws from the 1890s back? No, I don't think so. If there's, I mean, to be honest, any particular laws in the 1890s, I don't really know any particular laws. But again, I think he means repeal the 19th. For me, I just believe that, us as people, we grow, right? We grow. So we shouldn't be thinking about, I don't know. I can't think of I think we should always be improving, right? We should always be improving and doing better. So I don't have any particular thoughts about it. Also, this stream, I want to do it's a commercial, right? A commercial or ad for my Wednesday stream. I want to do it for my Wednesday stream. If anyone has I do a call-in show, right? Every Wednesday. I do a call-in show every Wednesday. If you guys want to join a panel, right? I have a panel show, right? You don't have to be on camera. You just got to have a mic, right? You just got to have a mic. You don't have to be on camera, just have a mic. If you have any disagreements, opposing opinions, I'm always down for a respectful conversation. Okay, let me say this, okay? So, MR said, because I feel like that would show people, hey, this could be you, so follow the laws. In my opinion, what we should do is not bring back laws from the 1890s. No, we should make our laws more harsh. I think we should, any PDFs should be castrated. Any PDFs should be castrated. I think they should be physically castrated. PDFs should be physically castrated. Anyone, if we proved meditated murder should be sent to the death penalty, right? They should be executed, right? Anyone who's 100%, right, deemed guilty of meditated murder, homicide, should be executed. Anyone that has done crime towards women, right? Crime towards women should have automatically 10 to 20 years. Okay. All right. You should have 10 to 20 years. And, a public record that you have done crime towards women. I think America should introduce lashings, right? We should. I think it's crazy, but I think America should introduce lashings, right? You done crime towards women, right? Maybe not full crime, but should get lashed in public, right? We should bring back public shaming. I'm sorry. Let's bring back public shaming. Shame these people in public or online for the world to see, right? Prove only through the courts, right? Only through the courts. Don't do the courts of public opinion. No, only through the courts. One of the things should be, okay, if you've done crime towards a woman, you should be the court should be should record your face, say who you are, public lashings, maybe a couple years in jail, whatever, right? It won't be nobody left in the House of Representing. You want to? I believe harsh punishments, right? Again, this is same thing with the parenting thing, right? We need to instill fear and respect, not into just children, into adults. Adults don't fear consequences. Adults don't fear consequences. DA, what if women make up the essay accusation and never mention crime against men? Here's the thing, okay? Has to be 100% proven. You have to be able to prove it. I'm sorry, the women the women that accuse a man 10, 20 years later, sucks for you, okay? If you didn't record it, if you didn't have evidence, if you didn't go to the police right away and do those kits, I'm sorry, it sucks for you, okay? Women that falsely accuse men, 5 years, 5 to 10 years in prison, and she should be recorded, right? Women that falsely accuse men should be recorded for the public to see, and maybe like 5 years in jail, right? 2 to 5 years in jail, right? 2 to 5 years in jail, and you gotta be recorded, right? The public should know your face, 100%. I believe in harsh punishments. Our society, we should be fearing, right, doing crime. I'm sorry, right? We should be scared of hurting other people, right? Of being terrible human beings. This is why I said things about the children thing, okay? My thing is that, right, to instill fears into children, to instill fear and respect into children, hopefully, they will become adults that fear and respect authority, other people. All right, Real Rain, here's my hot take. That's anti 1A. We shouldn't let accusations be featured in the news. I agree. Only verdicts, right? I think it's only verdicts, right? In my opinion, if you are found guilty, right? If you're found guilty, you should be put on the news. Yes, lying is part of a woman's one of her survival tools, right? Lying is part of one of women's survival tools. But this is the thing, right? Like I said, we live in a society. You are innocent until proven guilty. That's just how it is. So, I'm sorry, women have to prove it, okay? Women have to prove someone is guilty. Women have to prove that the person that did something terrible to them, did something terrible to them. I'm sorry, but that's just our society, okay? You are innocent until proven guilty. You cannot just blindly accuse somebody of doing something terrible to you. But I'm telling you this, right? If it can be proven, a man that does heinous crimes to a woman, he needs to be chemically castrated, right? A man that does harm to a woman, right? I mean, severe harm to a woman needs to be chemically castrated. A man, anyone, right? Man or woman, right? That does harm, sexual harm to somebody needs to be chemically castrated. Man or woman that does sexual harm to children need to be physically castrated. You know, maybe he's like, yes, innocent until proven guilty in the courts. Guilty until proven guilty in the court of public opinion. Yeah. Eliminate court of public opinion. Okay? Only after until you're proven guilty, then you could bring it to the public. I think it's crazy that we involve the public because people are generally stupid, right? People are generally stupid. They will do stupid shit. Yes, if crime involves a victim, then it should have heavy punishment. 100%. Wow. 100%. Crimes against a woman, chemically castrated and a couple years in jail. Crime against children, physically castrated and years in jail. Right? Murder, proven first degree murder, you should be executed. If I was a king of the land, the laws would be changed. Oh, if I was king of the land, the laws, no more alimony, right? No more child support, 50-50. For a man, you have to take care of your children. But physically take care of your children, right? You cannot, you will not, it'll be 50-50 custody. 50-50 custody, okay? You're not sending money to no mother. She has to take care of her own shit. All right? And fault-based divorce, right? You better prove, right? You better tell the courts why you want to divorce a man. Okay? Okay? And if you want to divorce a man because you just feel like it, you have to pay him. I'm sorry. All right? If he didn't cheat on you, right? If he didn't abuse you, and you want to leave because you don't love him anymore, you will have to pay him alimony. You have to pay the husband alimony. Okay? If you want to divorce a man because you don't love him anymore, you don't feel like it, you have to pay him alimony. Right? For the amount of years that you've been together, you have to pay him back. Pay him back for the years that he spent money on you. Okay? So I would, like, if I was president, I would focus on the laws of the land. The judges are honestly the main problem we have in the country. I agree. The judges are honestly the main problem we have in the country. 100%. This is why, what do you guys think, right? I've been thinking about what would happen if we put AI, right? If we use AI, in our court system. Like, replace judges with AI. I wonder, what would you guys think? Would that be crazy? Would that be crazy, replacing judges with AI? With people who, I don't know, less bias sticks more to the law? I mean, I could see that there might be some holes in it, right? But it's like, I don't know, right? Human bias hasn't been that well. We should just make the laws account to the Bible and Word of God. I don't know. Yeah, YouTube will, I don't know. YouTube doesn't love me, right? YouTube does not love me. I think you know what? Maybe controversially, I think I might be shadow banned on YouTube, but I don't know. I think I should be more popular than I am right now. In my honest opinion, I think I should be more popular. I think it shouldn't be one judge in family courts, but oh, that is interesting. Yo, I like that. I think it shouldn't be one judge in family courts, but a panel of 3. You know what? I kind of agree, right? I kind of agree. You got to get 2 out of the 3, right? 2 out of the 3 to make an accurate decision. I definitely I can see that, right? I can see that. That would be interesting, right? I mean, like I think we need an overhaul of our court system. I really do. I definitely think that we need an overhaul of our court system. I think it's our court system is honestly rather, I don't know. I think our court system is rather shitty. So I think we need to fix it. I mean, like I don't know how we could vote that in the midterms. All right, this is the thing where this is the I'm saying right. This is why I'm not. This is why I don't care about Democrats or Republicans because neither one of them runs on like neither one of them runs on things that that I think average American cares about. Now, I would always for a little bit a while I thought about how would I be able to run for you know government, but I kind of hate the government. So only thing I'm voting for is to bring back Mountain Dew and energy drinks. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Yeah, they have none of the candidates run on anything that's worth voting for. But the problem is no one brings up like good issues, right? No one brings up good issues. No one talks about actual issues that are important to the American people. In my opinion, right? We don't talk about issues that are actually important to the American people. Foreign policy, that's stupid. Okay? I mean, the trans shit, that's stupid. Right? It's like abortion shit. I mean, like, I don't know. I just think that none of those are all that influential to the American people. I mean, I don't know what other things Trump brought up, right? He brought up illegal immigration. That's what he's doing. He brought things that he wants to, bring peace to the world. I guess that's what he's doing. I don't really think it's I don't really think it's all that great. The issues he brought up, I don't know. I don't remember what other good issues he brought up. But I don't think it's all that great. At least I don't remember any. Yeah, he also talked about stopping war and stuff. And to be honest, I think that's his main concern right now, right? This man is going to other countries and caring about their shit. I don't really care about it, right? I don't really like it. Uh, Maybe not the same for everyone here, but mass migration has destroyed my town and state to the point where I don't want to be here anymore. Oh, I don't. I hear that, right? This is the thing where I mean, is Trump not doing that? I mean, Bull has been focusing on he's been focusing on illegal immigration. So isn't he doing that? I thought he's accomplishing that. Is he not accomplishing that in your town, in your state? I actually told my buddy that the reason why politicians feel comfortable lying is because they have no fear of consequences. 100%. Yo. I'm telling you this, right? We should be limiting, Congress politicians, careers. They should be like heavily punished for doing bad things, lying, right? Lying, they should get a fine, or fine if they're found corrupt. They should be if they're found corrupt, they should be definitely going to jail. Yeah, they're rich after lying to us for their entire career. I do agree. They don't fear. They don't fear let alone the rope. No, politicians have no fear. Definitely, politicians don't fear anything. Guys, right? This is like an ad. If you guys, I have a panel every Wednesday, right? Every Wednesday, I have a call-in show panel. Okay, if you guys want to talk, want to shoot the shit, let's have a conversation, right? A disagreement, anything you don't agree with, right? You want to have any kind of conversation, any topic. Wednesdays, every Wednesdays, around I think around 7 to 8 o'clock, right? About for a couple hours, I have a call-in show, right? If you have a disagreement, if you want to have a conversation, we want to have a back and forth, please come by. Please come by, a call-in show. You don't have to have a cam, right? But just have a mic, right? Show up, we can have a talk, we have a conversation. So I think it'll be fun, right? Any kind of conversation, pretty much, right? Here we're talking about, parenting, but we could talk about politics, we could talk about whatever, right? I mean, there are plenty of people who always have a lot of different opinions. So I'm always down. So please come and join our Wednesdays, right? Wednesdays live stream. No, it's all good. I love Jeremiah. I love it that you have your point of views. I always love talking about things. And you know what? This is the thing where one of my most viral, right? One of my most viral TikToks, I talked about, I believe Asian people support Trump's deportations of illegal immigrants, right? Asian people support Trump's deportations of illegal immigrants. Because we want, I think Asian people want, productive citizens, right? I mean, you can see that in all parts of Asia, right? China, Japan, South Korea, whatever. We want good citizens, okay? So if you come to America and you come illegally, you don't treat America well, you don't support America, you don't, push American ideology, you don't integrate, right? You don't contribute. Well, you are a drain to society. You are a drain to America. I've said this before. America first. I believe America first, right? You should want to be a good citizen. You should want to support America. I always think it's crazy that you see these illegal immigrants waving their own fucking flag. Are you kidding me? You should be waving the American flag. It's America, baby. I mean, no, a lot of Hispanics. A lot of Hispanics was the mustache man, the Venezuela, the Venezuela guy. It's an ideology. It's a way of life. It's a way of life. It's not a policy. It's an ideology. It's a way of life. It's your blood. I bleed American. The red, white, and blue. Like Tim Allen. Red, white, and blue. America. I'm an American, right? I'm an American before I'm Asian. Right? I rep America. This is why I don't agree with I don't agree with Trump's foreign policies. We're focusing way too much on you know, we're focusing way too much on like what's happening outside of our borders. Trump should be like the things we talked about with all the court system and the laws. That's what Trump should be doing, right? Yeah, I'm not really sure, right? America first, 100%. I dab. Yeah, America first. Yeah, I'm not sure what he meant by the mustache man. Mario? Are you were talking about Mario? Or are you talking about Maduro? America first. 100%. On this channel, America first. Always America first. I'm telling you, if you disrespect America, get the fuck out of here. Right? If you don't love America, get out of here. Now you could love America and still be critical of it, okay? That is fine. But to say that, oh, you know what, there's better places, then go, right? The people who say that there are better places to live in, then go. You have the freedom to leave. Okay? You don't live in America while you're shitting there. No. Okay? I love America. But you could be critical, right? You could, of course, like, you can live places and want things to improve. But I don't disrespect America. Oh, like the painter? Oh, okay, the paint. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Really? I didn't know Hispanics would like the the painter. Yeah, to the extent they know him, I would agree. Most people like the painter more than they like the small hats. The small hats. You know what? Yeah. I didn't know that they love him. That is interesting. Ingresh, what is up, my brother? What is up? To be honest, I think there's too many conspiracy theories about the small hat people. I don't know if there's. I wonder if they're true or not. Right? Like they are. The small hat people are like the Illuminatis in America. I wonder. That's the Asian people, right? In the Philippines, we still discipline kids like these. Exactly. That's the Asian in me, right? That's the Asian in me. We gotta discipline these kids. I don't know about you guys, but did you guys not hear what happened to? I think it was Chicago, right? I think it was Chicago. Um, I think it was. Damn it. It happened somewhere, right? Where a whole bunch of kids went crazy. No, I agree. To be honest, I think the lack of discipline is making the kids of the West weak, right? We are creating a weaker generation, in my opinion. Real Rain, you are always talking about Latinas. Those girls are always those girls have you have you hooked. Latinas have you hooked. I can see that if we are going on the passport bro trip, you are probably going to vote for a Latin country. You know, like what is it? I think a lot of passport bros do talk about what is it, Medellin or like Colombia, whatever, the Dominican Republic. That could be on the list. That could be on the list. You know, I wonder how it is, right? I never dated a Latina. I definitely want to know how it is. We're going to Argentina. Argentina. I never thought about. I never heard of that. Brent, we had a local native arrested for downing mouthwash in Walmart and fighting with the staff. That is crazy. Ah, vibe. Hey, hey, hey. I do not like this format of content. I despise your opinion about children not needing privacy. Disgusting. That's the thing where, see, that's the problem, right? I don't. Children don't need privacy. Right? Children do not need privacy. Okay, why would they need privacy? Okay, they shouldn't like. I'm a child. Vibe. Well, I'm sorry, right? Here's the thing. Within reason, I'm saying within reason. Okay. Uh, I, I get it, right? If you're a kid, I can understand that, right? I can understand that. But for parents, right? Parents, adults, you know, it could be dangerous, right? It could be dangerous for children to have privacy. Okay, you know what they do on social media, what they're doing on their iPad, what they could be doing on their phone, what could they be talking with their friends, the type of people they hang out with. I'm sorry, you know, parents got to know. Parents have to know. So yeah, I mean, parents got to know. That's my thing. Okay, I'm not saying that like, you know, you have to, you know, I don't know, like a prisoner. But again, you know, how, the privacy thing, it can get dangerous. I was wondering, Da, when you young, what are your experience with privacy? I had none. Right in my house, Asian household, doors always open. Doors always open. Right in Asian household, doors open. You if you're on the computer, it's in the living room. Right. When I was young, the computer was in the living room. So I wasn't on the computer like, you know, chatting with strangers, or I wasn't on the computer surfing for porn and stuff. So no, not that kind of privacy. No. I no, that's not what I'm talking about. Vibe. Nope, that's not what I'm talking about. You're like, yes, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, strangers, the type of people you hang out with, what you do online. Organic. My brother, I missed you. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, organic. No, 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 no. I'm talking about safety privacy, right? I'm talking about safety privacy, right? What to be honest, what would be beneficial for children? Okay, I'm doing well, right? Hope you have a good New Year's. Hope you have a good New Year's. Hope you had a good Christmas. No, yeah, I didn't. To be honest, I didn't. My parents didn't let you go out to parties, right? No parties. If it was hanging out with your friends during the day, it was okay. Okay. Kids' phones should have, some no passcodes, right? Parents should every night check their kid's phone. I think that should, right? I mean, you don't have to, but you should have the freedom to, right? You should have the freedom to. Um, I always cut class and go to people's. You know what? Back in the day, when I was young, we didn't cut class, but after school, we went to the what is it? The computer lounge. We played Counter Strike. I was playing Counter Strike back in the day. I'm an old head, so Counter Strike was way before Black Op. I mean, way before you know, Fortnite and all that shit. Yeah, my god, my mom, shoot, like coat hangers, clothes hangers, a broomstick. Yeah, I have a ton of privacy, but I don't go to parties and hang out. I do not talk to strangers. See, see, vibe. If you're a good kid, 100%. Okay, this is a thing where, like, that's an amazing kid. That's an amazing thing. Okay, yeah, if you're a good kid, see, you already see. This is the thing. Vibe is already smart, right? This kid already understands being good. Already understands bad from good, right? Already understands bad from good. So a parent doesn't need to. A parent doesn't need, right, to go overboard with privacy or you know checking on their child, right? It's in the back of their pockets, right? It's in the back of their pockets. They could check the phone, they could do all this, but with a good kid, you don't need to, right? My daughter, she's a great kid. My daughter's a great kid. I say number one, right? Or I say number two about smacking. I haven't done that since she was a little kid, right? My daughter's a good kid. She's very respectful, right? She understands accountability, right? So again, I spoil her, and that's the point, right? If you raise smart kids, they know right from wrong already. They already know right from wrong. Ronald, what's up, my brother? What is up? 50 and she's still strict. Oh yeah, well I have Google Map. I mean, like, yo, I remember the day having to have to use an actual map. Having to use an actual map, that was crazy. got beaten by parents. Maddox, what is up? Thank you for being here. Vibe, that's awesome, right? Like I actually did have Discord, but only talk to people my own age. I love that. Okay, and that's good, right? And again, smart kids, respectful, accountable kids, kids that know right from wrong, all good. All right, we need more kids like that. We need more kids like Vibe. That's a great thing. I love that, English, right? Taking care of your parents. I love my parents. That's awesome, right? You earn two friends off of Discord. I love that. Right? I love that. I mean, creating friendship through online is a good thing, right? Creating friendship through online is always a good thing. Sorry that you lost one, right? Sorry that you lost one. But more will come, right? You seem like a good kid. So more kids more friends will come. Really? A lazy eye? That's crazy. That's not worth a smacking. Oh, it was a horrible friend? No, then it wasn't a loss. Then that wasn't a loss. That was worth it. That was worth it. Oh, when I was a kid, right? What my mom did for punishing me is that she makes me kneel, right? Outside is like concrete. She made me have to kneel outside on concrete, right? For like, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes. That was how that was the punishment my mom did. Definitely that was a memorable that was a memorable punishment. I like that. There's an old saying, we have friends for reasons and seasons. I love that. That's very poetic. I love that. Yeah, I think that's an that's an Asian punishment right there. By my mom, hardcore. You kneel on rock salt. Oh, boo! I remember kneeling on carpets, uh, concrete, all that crap. Vibe. I'm sorry that happens, right? But stay strong. Stay strong, my little brother. Right? Stay strong, my little brother. Right? Don't let those things you know weigh on you. Good that you let him go. All right? Any people that are negative towards you, okay? If they don't they're not showing love, let him go. My little brother, let him go. Be a good boy. All right? Stay strong. Memories are forever, right? Keep those memories. Definitely agree. Oh no, yeah, this is the thing where I agree, right? With what Real Rain said. Um, I would love. We try to promote a good environment, right? Respectful, caring environment, right? I want like they say. I don't want to try to promote a toxic environment, right? We are a brotherhood. Ah, poor thing. I had depression ever since I went to my new school. I've been a bit sad remembering what happened. Some kids in my class call me depressed. Vibe Snack and Rain, thank you. This is a thing where, Vibe, understand this, right? Us as people, it's going to happen, right? We got to stay strong. Yes, we are all brothers, right? Some people call me an unk, right? So I don't mind. Depression is part of it, right? I've been depressed. Everyone in the chat has been depressed, okay? Us as men, even boys, we got to stay strong. Okay, if you can laugh at it, that's amazing. Keep strong, right? Don't let people pull you down. Don't let people pull you down, okay? Be strong, okay? Persevere. Move forward. That's the life of men. All right, guys. I think that's it for tonight, right? I think that's it. I want to say this, right? Like I said, Wednesdays night, I have live stream often, right? I have live streams often. As an Asian living in Asia, there's no place for depression. Even though bullying is worse, everyone needs to man up. I agree, right? I agree. That's the life, right? We got to man up. We got to man up. But I know it's scandal to destroy me. Don't let them rip you apart. You got to be strong. Be strong. Don't let them rip you apart, right? The strongest thing you got to do is, believe in yourself. Push yourself forward. All right, guys. I agree. You got to be strong. All right? Like I said, okay? Wednesdays, I have a call-in show, live panel. We can always talk about whatever, right? Prove them you're a man. 100%. 100%. I love it. Vibe. Stay strong. I love it. Stay strong, little brother. Stay strong. So, please check out. I have a live stream every other day. But Wednesdays, I have a call-in show. Okay? If you guys want to call in, have some back and forth conversations, I'm always down for that. But other than that, that is it for tonight, right? That is it for tonight. Yeah. I love you guys. All right? I hope you guys do well. All right? You guys are amazing. My brothers, I love you. All right? Be good. Later, guys. All right? Real Rain, thank you for being here. I love you, my brother. Everyone, I love you. Later.